What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. As always, want to give out the call-in number. Save it. Put it in your phone. You can always use it. It's always going to be the same. It's been the same for years and years and years. So it ain't going to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I don't pay my bill. So, but had it for 8 years. Save it in your phone. Raider Reaction. Always use it. Line is always here. Line is always open. You got anything, Raider? Man, if it ain't on the agenda and you want to talk about it, something's pissing you off, you've got something you want to say, we always want this to be as interactive as possible, and we want Raider Action to be your forum as well. It's your outlet. We're here to listen. So, if you got something you want to get off your chest. Tonight, we will be discussing the BeastMode trade, current player signings, off-season workouts, Derek Carr's comments, goes to the post Sunday nights, and we'll end the show with my WTF. And it is my birthday, so I'm going to drink this big-ass beer and probably have another one afterwards, because it is my birthday. So, just so you know, happy birthday to me. So, let's get right into it. Obviously, one of the biggest news that popped up today is we've got a date, an official date for the first regular season game. I broke that shit earlier. It's about as soon as it came out. It was hot news. Showed the picture on the page of, I don't even know if they were supposed to be releasing that, because the official release for the schedule is on Thursday. So the fact you got a sneak peek picture of the Patriots-Raiders game that is set officially for November 19th, 2017. It's the first official dates we have for some Raider games for the regular season. As we've all heard, the schedule is going to be announced on a 2-hour special on NFL Network on Thursday. So then we will know everything. But right now, what we do know is we got one game. That's going to be the game right there before Thanksgiving. So I'm guessing possibly we got to buy that next week. But we will have to wait and see. Have to wait and see how that shakes out. But November 19th, Patriots, Raiders in Mexico. We've got a game. We've got a game locked down. Now, all of us headed into Easter on Friday, into the Easter weekend. We were all excited. We all heard the news. Marshawn Lynch agreed to terms with the Raiders. The trade was imminent. And now it's Tuesday night. And still we got nothing. What's up, Pedro? Raiders! And we got nothing. Still got nothing. Now they're saying that they've put the deadline for the Marshawn Lynch trade to be before the draft. Why you're trying to mandate a guy like Marshawn and put any sort of deadline on that guy? You know, he really doesn't like structure. He doesn't like being told what to do. He's kind of a free spirit type guy. You know, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Marshawn Lynch. So the fact that the trigger did not get pulled on Monday, did not get pulled on Tuesday, now is starting to concern me again. I was getting concerned already with the longer the time it had been taking to get this deal done, and then the news dropped Friday. You know, I was stoked. What's up, Terry, Raider Nation? I was stoked going into the weekend, Easter weekend. Everybody was hitting me up. You know, happy Easter. You're going to get Marshawn. Beast Mode's coming to Oakland. It's all happy, and here we go. Days and days later, and still nothing's happened. So, it's just dragging on. So now it sounds like the deal is going to drag on closer to draft time. So we're stuck, waiting. I feel like a high school boy waiting for my prom date. Anticipation's killing me. We need a big, beefy, banging back to carry the rock 25 to 30 times a game. If it ain't Marshawn, then by God, we're going to have to go get him in the draft. Because, thank you, Terry. We got to go get him in the draft. I don't think I want Adrian Peterson. I was going against my laurels earlier and thought, you know, maybe we go. Maybe Peterson would be okay for a year or two behind our backs. But you know, the whole beating the kid thing, man. I don't know if I want Adrian Peterson. It's just going against every moral that I have to bring him in, and I just can't say it. I'd almost rather see LeGarrette Blount signed than I would Adrian Peterson, because I think Blount, coupled with Richard and Washington, there's your speed, there's your edge guys, there's your guys catching the ball out of the back, and you just got Blount to freaking pound it up the middle. Maybe that's okay. But still holding out hope that Marshawn comes our way. But we'll see. We'll see. So, speaking of some of the current players, there was confirmed signings, actual ink put to paper today for 4 of the guys that were already on roster and have been on roster for a few years now. You got Denicio Autry, locked up, defensive lineman. We also locked up Gabe Holmes, tight end, about a 3rd string, 4th string tight end. You know, but he's been with the team a few years. They think he's an up-and-comer. You know, he was injured in 2016. He was on the IR most of the year. 2015, he really didn't play. But obviously, coaching staff sees something in this kid, and they want to keep him around. Also picked up, signed Denver Kirkland, guard. Like to see that. We got a strong offensive line, and we want to see depth on that thing. We want to see depth. Derek Carr was one of the fewest touch quarterbacks in the league last season, and we want to see that, especially off the fluke leg break. The more protection we can give DC, the better. The more protection, the better. Absolutely. So the more depth at line, you know, makes me happy. But the last signing, the 4th one, which I said before on the show, I'm stoked that we're signing Seth Roberts back. Do you realize, here's a crazy stat, that the Raiders are 9-0, undefeated, when Seth Roberts catches a touchdown in the game? Coincidence? Or is Seth Roberts just a stud? I was at the Bucs game when Seth Roberts catches the touchdown in the overtime and brings it straight at me and my son in the end zone, right down there, man. That was a great moment, and Seth Roberts, with the addition of Cordarrelle Patterson, we've already got Crabtree, we got Coop. Man, that is a strong receiving squad right there for DC. And then the addition of Jared Cook at tight end. Come on. Man, DC is going to have weapons all across the field. All over the field. Short, deep. Number 3 receiver is going to be a catcher. You've got the running backs out of the backfield. You got Richard. You got Washington, the speedsters. We still need that banger, though, man. We still need that banging running back. Still need that. Now, this week also, we've got the beginning of the off-season workouts. And what comes with the beginning of off-season workouts? It's the first time they're getting mics stuck in their face for a while. They've been home. They've been chilling with the family. All the players are on Twitter. They're on Facebook. They're on social media. But they're not really at the press conferences getting the mic shoved in their face. Well, now they're getting the mic shoved in their face again. And Derek Carr is asked about the Vegas relocation. And we've all heard it. But his quote was, "We're not going to split up like other cities do. For the ones that do, I don't believe they're true Raider fans. I feel they're hurt. I'm with you. I hurt too. But at the same time, we're all in this together." Quotes from Derek Carr. I don't believe they're true Raider fans. For the ones that do, I don't believe they're true Raider fans. Now, we all know Carr is about the most politically correct guy we can get. You know, he's about as holy as you can get. We know, you know, he probably didn't meet any ill will, so he come right out in the morning and kind of retracted his statement, just in case I was misunderstood. I love all Raiders fans, wherever they are from. We are all in this together. # Raider Nation. Stephen A. even ball checked him a little bit this morning, and on his first take, and I mean, Stephen A. is just a mudslinger anyway. He'll grab any headline just to put himself up there, and you know, even Derek Carr called him out on Twitter for trying to come after him. I mean, how are you going to come after DC? That guy's about as clean as you can get. That dude ain't got no scandal. I mean, you really gotta dig deep to pull something up against DC. I mean, seriously. Seriously. I mean, come on. DC's about as clean as they come. That dude's scandalous. He ain't got no scandals. And I don't mean scandalous as he's scandalous. Scandaless. Like, he ain't got none. What kind of scandal are you going to pull up against that guy? He was in Bible study for too long on Sunday? I mean, jeez. That's about the worst thing you can say about that dude. I mean, he's everything you want in a quarterback. He's everything you want in a leader. So, you know, DC came out, and, you know, I don't think it was necessary that he had to come out and say anything, but that's what leaders do. And he came out and wanted to set the record straight. And like I said, that's what leaders do. That's just DC being a leader, man. He's the leader of the Raider Nation right now. I mean, he's our quarterback. He's our future. Man, get behind him. Get behind him. Now, in other news, other player news, current player news, we cut Dan Williams. Cut Dan Williams, and that's going to save us a bunch of cap money. I don't think, I've heard rumors that his work ethic wasn't the best. Maybe that's why he got cut. Not sure. But, like I said, maybe they're looking somewhere in the draft to fill that position. But it opened up a lot of cap money by letting him go. I believe it was 4.5 or 5.5 million that it opened up on the cap for this coming season, for the 2017 season. And that's a substantial amount. That is a very substantial amount. So, you know, freeing up money. Reggie and Jack must have, they must got something in the works. They got some plans for something. They think they need some money. So, hey, who am I to dispute? Now, this last Sunday that just passed, for those of you who didn't see it, those of you who are new to the page, those of you who are new to Raider Reaction, we were joined for the very first time on Raider Reaction by Prime. Prime has been a professional MMA and professional boxing announcer, ring announcer. He's done play-by-play for college football, color commentary for college football, play-by-play for college basketball. He's been the PA announcer for professional soccer, and he's joining us on the regular now on a Sunday night edition of our own special segment called Goes to the Post. We hit on all the hot topics from around the league, what happened over the last week, and we give our take as only we can. So make sure you tune in again this Sunday for Goes to the Post with Prime and the Commish. You never know where we'll end up, but we are definitely dropping back, and we are definitely going deep every Sunday night. Goes to the Post, Prime and the Commish. Make sure you check it out. Lastly, let me throw it up there, since we're getting some new people, some new views, and it was upside down. Call-in number. Save it. Use it. Every episode. We want, like I said before, man, we want this to be as interactive as we can make it. We want this to be the outlet for Raider Nation. Man, you got something to say, you want to get it off your chest? Give me a call anytime. We will go live, right on the phone, uncensored, unfiltered, whatever you want to talk about, man. Please make it Raider related, but, you know, if you want to talk about how your wife left you and she's taking your kids, shit, we'll talk about that too. You know, I mean, if that's what you want to talk about, but I would prefer it be football related. But, you know, whatever. You know, I'm not really a counselor, but man, if you need a shoulder, I have one, I guess. But that leads me to my Raider Reaction WTF for this edition. Now, Raider Nation's favorite D-back is in the news again. After the NFL ruling came down on yet another gun charge for Aqib Talib, if you remember, the first one was him and his mama shooting at his sister's boyfriend back in the day in 2011. Now, the fact that you're getting more than one gun charge is, you know, questionable to begin with. And then last year, he goes and shoots himself in the leg. So this week, he received a letter from the league reminding him of the NFL's personal conduct policy and firearm policy. There were no allegations that Talib used an illegal firearm, but the 31-year-old corner must also provide the NFL with a list of all firearms he currently has and currently owns, along with documentation verifying that he himself has completed an approved firearm safety course. This whole story just makes me shake my head. I don't know if him shooting himself, the fact it's another gun-related incident, or just the fact it's Talib in the news again, which, for something negative, which is not a shocker to anybody in the Raider Nation. More likely a combination of all of the above. Now, either way, just leaves the average person scratching their head, trying to understand what it all means, and just leaves them thinking to themselves, Aqib Talib, what the fuck? I just don't understand that, dude. I don't get it. And if anybody has ever warranted a WTF, it's that guy. Chain snatching. One last time. Save the call-in number. Please use it on future episodes. Like the page, share the page, help grow the audience. That is all for this edition of Raider Reaction. Remember, all webcasts from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios are now archived on our YouTube page. After they stream live, I usually have them up after the show. At the latest, I have them up in the morning. So go subscribe to the Hardcore Challenge Live Studio Webcast YouTube channel for future episodes, and you can watch all of the vintage archived episodes there as well. Game footage from the games I was at last year, plus Hardcore Challenge Live, which is mostly fantasy football related, and obviously all of the Raider Reaction episodes. They're archived in playlists, so whatever your flavor is, more football flavor for you. Always, you can watch the episodes of Raider Reaction live right here on our Facebook page. Raider Reaction Facebook page. Every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, all the way through the off season. We're even going to have special live draft coverage on all 3 days of the draft. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday, I will be at the Florida Raider Nation official draft party. I'm going to be live streaming from there, getting live reaction, live interviews from the Florida Raider Nation, which I happen to be a card-carrying member. So, like the page, subscribe to the channel, don't miss a thing in 2017, show me some Raider love, share it out there, like the page, come back, use the call-in number, join in, man, join in, use it for your outlet. The Raider stuff's only going to get juicier. It's only going to get juicier as the offseason continues. We're going to go into training camp. We've got preseason coming. Things are going to get live. Things are going to get live. You know, obviously, the closer we get to the season, the better things are going to be. Right now, it's a little dull, but we got the draft coming up soon. We're going to be touching on a lot of draft stuff on next week's episodes, especially Prime with Ghost to the Post on Sunday. We're going to be touching on some draft stuff as well. So that's pretty much it for this edition of Raider Reaction. If it's your first time joining me, thank you. Appreciate it. The only way we're ever going to grow is love from the nation. So I give the love out. Please give it back. It's exciting times in the Raider Nation right now. Very exciting times. So keep the faith. Rep the silver and black. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.